Imagine finding a simple-looking 1986 Washington quarter in your old drawer, coin jar, or wallet, and realizing that what you thought was worth just 25 cents could secretly be worth thousands of dollars. Yes, this ordinary silver-colored coin from 1986 can turn out to be an extraordinary treasure hiding in plain sight. Let's dive deep into the mystery and shocking value behind the 1986 Washington quarter-dollar coin, a piece that has left collectors stunned and treasure hunters rushing to check their spare change. The 1986 Washington quarter might look like any other quarter you've seen, featuring the iconic portrait of George Washington on the obverse side. But here's where it gets shocking. While most people think these quarters are worth only 25 cents, certain rare varieties, errors, and mint conditions have transformed them into jaw-dropping collector's gold. On the front, you'll see George Washington's bold profile, designed by John Flanagan, along with the words, "Liberty, in God we trust," and the mint year 1986. Flip it over, and there's the majestic American eagle clutching arrows and olive branches, the classic symbol of power and peace. But what's hiding behind that beautiful design is the true secret of its shocking value. There were three main versions of the 1986 quarter: Philadelphia, no mint mark; Denver, D; and San Francisco, S. The Philadelphia and Denver coins were meant for everyday use, while the San Francisco Mint produced proof coins, special versions made with extra care, polished dies, and sharp details. But the real treasure lies in the errors and unusual conditions. Imagine this: a 1986 quarter struck on the wrong metal planchet, like a copper-nickel quarter struck on a dime blank. That mistake alone can raise its value from a few cents to over $5,000. And that's not the only one. There are coins that have off-center strikes, double dies, clipped planchets, or even missing letters. Every one of these errors is a jackpot waiting to be discovered. Now here's something even more shocking. Some 1986 D Washington quarters in pristine, untouched MS-67 or MS-68 condition that's near perfect mint state have been sold for over $3,000 at auction. One such coin, perfectly struck with flawless luster and no visible marks, amazed collectors when it hit the auction block and fetched thousands of dollars, all for something that was supposed to be a simple quarter. Think about it. Someone probably got it as change for a soda in the 1980s and never realized they had a hidden fortune sitting in their pocket. Even the proof versions from the San Francisco Mint can shock you. The 1986 S-proof quarter in a deep cameo finish, where Washington's face looks like it's floating over a mirror-like surface, is a work of art. When kept in perfect condition, these proof coins can be valued from $20 up to hundreds of dollars, depending on their grade and rarity. But here's where the story gets even more unbelievable. Coin experts have discovered off-metal proof errors and frosted cameo mismatches in 1986 proof sets, turning what should have been a $2 coin into something collectors fight over. These ultra-rare pieces have reportedly reached $10,000 to $15,000 in private sales. Yes, for a single quarter. Let's not forget the historical significance. By 1986, America was celebrating freedom, strength, and progress. The Washington quarter, first introduced in 1932 to honor George Washington's 200th birthday, had already become an American symbol. The 1986 edition carried that same spirit, representing a strong and growing nation. But there's more. These coins were made just before the 1987 mintage pause for quarters, which adds a touch of historical rarity. The government skipped producing regular quarters in 1987 for circulation, making the 1986 batch the last of its kind before that break. That small detail makes the 1986 quarters even more collectible and symbolic. They mark the end of an era before production resumed again. Now picture this. You find a shiny 1986 quarter in a roll or an old coin collection. At first, you think it's just ordinary, until you look closely and spot a double-die error on the word "Liberty" or "In God We Trust." That tiny error could be worth hundreds to thousands depending on how visible it is. Collectors are constantly searching for 1986 quarters with visible doubling on the letters or Washington's eye and hairline. One recently surfaced showing a faint but clear double strike, and experts estimated its value between $1,500 and $2,000. And if you happen to find a 1986 quarter with a completely missing mint mark, don't dismiss it. That could mean it was struck with a damaged die, which can make it extremely rare and desirable among experts. Even more surprising are the 1986 quarters struck on experimental planchets. There are rumors and reports of quarters made on foreign coin blanks or transition metals. These mysterious minting mistakes can bring five-figure values when authenticated. Some examples have fetched up to $25,000 in high-end auctions. Imagine flipping a coin that looks slightly lighter or darker than normal. That could be your golden ticket to a collector's dream fortune. Let's talk about grading, because the condition of your 1986 quarter is everything. A well-worn one might just get you 25 cents, but if your coin is MS65 or higher, meaning it's nearly perfect with original shine, you could be holding a coin worth hundreds or thousands. Professional grading by PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Company, can turn your coin from pocket change into a certified piece of American history. Coins sealed in these graded holders often sell for up to 100 times their face value because collectors trust their authenticity and quality. The best part? These coins are still out there. People find them in circulation, coin rolls, estate boxes, and old collections every year. The thrill of discovering a hidden treasure, a small piece of 1980s America worth thousands, is what keeps collectors hooked. So the next time you grab some quarters for laundry or snacks, take a closer look. That 1986 Washington quarter might be more than just spare change. It could be your unexpected lottery ticket in disguise. In short, the 1986 Washington quarter-dollar coin is a shocking reminder that not all treasure is buried. Some of it jingles quietly in your pocket.